everybody, and welcome to another Winter 2014 SWAT review. My name is Alan, otherwise known as C-Suite.
I'm Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can get other blog posts, as well as the Speakeasy podcast and other SWAT reviews.
This time, we're looking at the pilot's love song from TMS Entertainment, and is streaming on Crunchyroll. And as far as I know, I think it's a Superman origin story.
I was about to say, let's just get the fact that the main character's name is Kal-El right out of the way so we can discuss the rest.
Make that joke. Done. All right, we're cool. Now we can move on, right? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, because now we can actually discuss the thing seriously, because that would just be the sword of Damocles over our head if we did not get it out of the way.
Okay, so this is... In the first episode, it looks like it's setting up this epic fantasy story. We have a floating city, like an island almost in the sky. And we have sort of World War I-ish technology.
But it kind of like Last Exile, it seems to be an age of airships and fighter craft.
Yeah, the series opens with this great dogfight. Really, I was really excited after watching that. And then we go into sort of a flashback. It looks like it's going to be like a greater flashback, like the whole... For quite a ways going, it's going to be in flashback. I don't know how far, we have to go to get to that battle that we started at. And it's about this brother and sister who are going off on this exploration to look for the end of the sky.
Which is supposedly this mythical place in their country's the religious origin myth.
And then they end up at, military school in the process of that. And then there's, a class divide. They are, commoners, and then there's a noble class within the military school, which is obviously going to cause problems. But so there's kind of a school aspect to it. We didn't get a lot of that in this episode, which I was kind of thankful for, but I don't know, how much it's going to be more schooly and how much it's going to be more fantasy world, military.
And how much it's going to be awkward love story.
Oh man, guys. So he meets this girl. Kal-El, Superman, meets, not Lois, alright? Her name is Claire in this story. He helps her with her bike, but when she encounters him, it's as if she's never met another human being. She seems perplexed.
What is this? He looks like me, but it's different.
Yeah, I was like, can she talk? I don't know. I'm not sure. And finally...
Because there's the part where he, finally makes contact with her, and she just starts, running around, and then, she eventually winds up hiding behind a tree.
Yeah, she really circles him like how a wild animal would sort of react to a human coming into their territory. It's very, very weird. And then, so finally, she gets over it, and then they ride off on the bicycle and fall into this lake. They said it's a lake. Okay, listen here, people. It was 5 inches of water. That does not count. And then they proceed to have a really awkward sequence where he and her have this water fight, and then she almost falls. Now, mind you, they have already fallen into this
lake,
5-inch lake. And he's like, be careful! And grabs her, and then proceeds to hold her really tightly. And the animation at this point also shifts to be really detailed and kind of creepy, because their eyes are really huge. I don't know if that was supposed to be creepy. I don't think it was supposed to be. It was very weird.
You were supposed to see them reflected in each other's eyes.
It was weird and strange. So then, there's this awkward whatever. Oh!
You still haven't talked about Lex Luthor.
I was about to say... Speaking of, weird dudes, so that guy has the most intense eyes in the show. He's, staring. I thought the main character was going to die on the spot from meeting this dude, because he's just piercing gaze at him at all times. He hates the main character. I don't know how they know each other yet, because me and Al were just speculating before we started that maybe Kyle has, like, maybe he's lost his memories, or maybe he's ex-royalty or something. We definitely got some little flashes of his past that we don't really know how they connect yet.
Because he seems to have all these flashes, definitely in the opening and throughout the episode, of this silver-haired girl who looks like some kind of disposed royalty. Because when we see her in the show itself, she's always in some kind of underground prison.
And there's this one moment where he's like, almost like he was gonna, like, suicide the plane that they were piloting down onto their leader of the Isla. That was really, like, a weird flash also. So there's definitely, like, some big story that they're setting up. I appreciated that they didn't try to cram too much into this episode. They sold me on, like, the world. I just don't know if they've sold me on the characters in the world.
Because there seems to be an alliance formed to, seek this end of the sky, but it does seem to be a bit tense, because I remember when the main character and his sister were talking, they seemed almost a little bit surprised that they were working with this other force. It's, I'm curious how strong that bond is. And it seemed like from the origin myth that there seemed to be at least 3 major countries in this world.
See, all of that stuff was really interesting, but then even in the preview, it looked very schooly, and, I don't know how I'm gonna react to that sort of thing. And obviously, like, there's probably, like, more girls that like this guy, and...
When Clark Kent and his sister are arguing opposite sides of the dorm, there was that trio of girls who looked important secondary character-ish.
And we were also speculating that it's probably not his real sister or whatever, because they get in arguments about who's the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
So we're suspecting that he's really, like, adopted or just, like, taken in by her family. So then there's also that. So I don't know. I don't want it to be too school. I want it to be more fantasy. But I mean, the balance was okay in the first episode, except for the
it is the pilot's love story, so Claire...
The love song. I thought this was related to the mythos. I wasn't thinking... Why did I not even notice that? I was thinking that was related to, like, the greater world mythos and not to, like, him and this noble bee.
You are the person watching Toradora, not realizing who is...
I am not! How do you know that doesn't refer to, like, the silver-haired girl in the prison? I'm just saying.
I'm thinking there's going to be some love story going on here, Kate.
I guess so. I just didn't think that was going to be, like, the focus of the show.
We hope that the war or this mission of exploration is the focus of the show, but I'm thinking you should be prepared for it to be the story of Claire Cruise Control and Superman.
Well, this is one of those ones where I'm going to let other people... let me know if I should go back and watch, because...
If nothing else, Twitter is extremely opinionated, and we'll eventually tell you what it thinks of it anyhow. Alright, see you guys next time.